Well, if it's January and you find yourself in Daytona, it can only mean one thing. It's the running of the 24 Hours at Daytona. And this year, it's the 50th anniversary of the 24 Hours of Daytona, and we have a record crowd to include right here in our PCA Corral over 200 cars. We doubled the size of our tent this year. We have standing room only for all our presentations. Early this morning, we had Porsche Motorsports North America and Porsche Motorsports Worldwide come by and brief us on everything that's going on for the race and in future motorsport activities for Porsche. We had past winners come to speak to us. The Porsche Hospitality Tent, PCA Hospitality Tent, it's a place to be. In the coming weeks, you're going to see feature stories originating right from here in Daytona. Members' cars, members' stories. If you've never been to the 24 Hours, you have to put it in your calendar for 2013. It's the place to be in January. Well, we're here at the PCA tent in Daytona. It's the 50th running of the 24 Hours of Daytona. We're nearing the end, but it's without a doubt been a successful event. And this year we had a new face leading the charge at the tent. The new Zone 12 rep, David O'Neill. David, what region are you from?
Space Coast region. Was just president there for the last year, and we have a proud tradition of supporting the Rolex race and the Sebring race since they're both quite nearby.
You were lucky as zone rep that you were able to come in as your first year as the 50th anniversary, which was extra special, brought out a really large crowd. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what was different this year with the PCA tent?
Well, first of all, the PCA tent is twice the size of what it had been in previous years, and we knew from weeks ago that we were going to be receiving record crowds. The track had kept us informed. They sold out of many of the ticket packages. For their first time in history, they'd sold out all of their RV spots. So we knew parking was going to be the challenge. We put in a crack crew on Saturday morning and managed to put 204 cars in the Corral on Saturday, which was filled by 9:30 in the morning, also a record, and which is 40 more cars than have ever fit in this particular space in the past.
Now, much like an endurance race, this is actually an endurance volunteer effort, and that where a team has multiple drivers driving their car, you have multiple regions putting this together, and I think different ones bring in lunch or snacks. Is that how it works?
That's it. We have 7 local PCA regions, 6 from Zone 12, 1 from Zone 3, that provide staffing. They bring in food, and they have an overlap. The first crew comes in and helps us set up on Friday morning, gets everything in place, hoists all the banners, lays out the parking space, and then the other regions pick up and follow. Our anchor region closes down the tent, helps pack up everything, and sends us along the way.
And even though there was 204 cars here, that just represented the cars, Porsche, that were able to get into our corral before we had to close the doors for lack of space. How many people you estimate came through this tent this weekend?
Well, we had 1,000 wristbands sent down from Maryland, from the home office. They were gone by noon today. So we registered more than 1,000 people, or 1,000 people got wristbands in the tent. We have registration cards on over 700 people. And even today on Sunday, which is typically a slow day, we had over 160 cars in the corral today. Many of them were cars that couldn't get in yesterday.
And I guess the big question is, how much extra does this cost a PCA member to attend?
Well, I believe that is $0. This is what the membership buys, and from the support and the contributions of the 7 regions, it makes the corral here possible. PCA buys the ground lease for us, and then the regions pay for the tent, the tables, the chairs, and all of the accompaniments needed to make this a very special event.
So there you have it. If you've never been to the 24 Hours of Daytona, you've got to come down. And if you don't come down for your Porsche, don't worry. PCA members are welcome regardless of what they bring. I was told by a member who bought a special ticket that what we had here was even better than what Daytona was giving him. So I think it's a great testament to the effort that PCA puts into this. Put this in your calendar for 2013.